I will talk now about how I create my topics and the folders on my server. You may not have a server, but you're storing on these on an external hard drive or just your local computer. The principle's still the same. Let's start the screen recording on the Dell laptop. I've created this Work, Play, Have Fun media folder. And then in here, I've got what I call the master playlists. 10 playlists on the channel. What I wanted to show though is I've created this template here, 000 template topic title. This 000 relates to a topic number, topic ID that is on my backlog page. Let me show you what that looks like again. So the way this is structured is, if I think of a new topic, I add it in here. So this is a new topic here, topic short description, struggling to export final edit from LumaFusion. Audience, this could be content creators. Problem, LumaFusion on iPad 4th gen struggles with more complex video edits. And I'm editing in 4K, so perhaps that's part of the problem. But the outcome is something like viewers will learn why I'm moving away from LumaFusion and towards DaVinci Resolve. And then for each topic that I think about and put on this backlog, I then score it, how motivated I am about actually creating this video. I think this one I'm not too fussed about, so I'm scoring each of these, as it says up here. Quickly score each topic against 4 criteria, which are these 4. Give it a 1 to 5. 5 is obviously the better score, and 1 is the lower score. So I'm not too fussed about this, so let's score it a 3. Do I already know what I'll say do? Yes, definitely. I know exactly why it fails, so that can be a 5. Do I have footage, props, real outcome? I don't, but it'd be quite easy to create that. So I'm going to score that high, 4. And then how much effort is it going to take to create the edit, do what I need to do with thumbnails, video descriptions, and get this uploaded to YouTube? I think this is fairly straightforward, so I'm going to score that at 4. And what that gives me is a total score here. And if I've got lots of topics, I'm just scrolling down roughly here quickly, you can see the total scores vary quite a lot. And there's 2 ways I use this. Anything which scores a 5 in this column here, energy, is something I really want to make. And if it's a 5 here, it almost doesn't matter what the rest of the scores are, because the 5s might make it towards the top of my list. But if I've got several 5s and they're scoring slightly different on the total score, it helps me decide which of the ones I want to make I should make first. And those ones which score high move on to the next list. So you can see here, I've got these topics here and they're scoring quite high, from 14, 11 there. There's a 0 here, but the reason it's 0 is because I haven't actually scored it yet. Now let's score that now. This is the making of, back behind the scenes. I fixed a poor Wi-Fi issue in the office. How excited? It's probably not too fussed. Clarity, I already know what I'll say and do because I've recorded it already. And do I have footage? Yes, actually it's a 4 because I might need to record an intro and an outro for that one. And effort wise, it's kind of low effort, so score that a 4 as well. So that comes out around a 16. So you can see the scores vary a little bit. So that's kind of how the backlog works. But what I'll do on the, like it says here, add new topics here. This is the stuff to do later tab. So all I do when I think of a new idea, I add it to here with just the next topic ID. So let's call this just a 20-minute update on where I am with the channel. It doesn't have to be War and Peace, but it needs to give me some idea of why I want to create the video and what the outcome should be that adds value to the viewer. Let's jump back to here. So what I need to do is take the title short description, copy that, and the topic number is 106. Let's go back to our media folder here. So I've got this template. So all I need to do with this template is copy it to my journey. And then if I go in here, I can then change that title to 106, which was the topic ID and the title. What that does straight away is creates this structure for me for the folder, and this can be used to easily find the footage, easily import the footage into DaVinci Resolve. There's also a section here I've called a folder here called Notes and a folder called Assets. So there can be things like, for some of the videos I create, there may be spreadsheets, there may be text documents, there may be templates, things like this. And also in the notes, I've been using standard notes to capture my thoughts and ideas. if I have any ideas about this topic, I can capture them when I'm out and about on the phone. Then when I'm back at the computer, I can just export from standard notes into this folder here, and it's all in that one place. And this is something I've learned over the last 12 weeks. If you don't sort and put your footage in the right place as soon as you can, it can really quickly get overwhelming, particularly if you're doing like I'm doing here, recording on multiple devices. So let's move that into Dell, which is that one there, and let's move this one into the Mac Mini, which is this one here. What I've also got is the footage which is on this main video camera here, which is Samsung, so that'll be dropped into this folder here. I've got the footage on this DJI Osmo Nano camera, which will drop into this folder here. And what I'm also doing now, so that I can use ChatGPT to help me with some of the admin to create the index for the video, I'm doing an audio recording on the Voice Recorder Pro app on my iPhone, and that will, when I've finished recording that will drop in here. I've also got this folder called Sound and Audio Clips, Images and Graphics, and then just general video clips. So really that structure should work for any topic and any media from any device. And say the addition of the notes and the assets just allows me to drop thoughts and ideas into notes, assets, things like spreadsheets, tools that I create. To be honest, most of the assets I do create go onto my GitHub page, which links in from the video description. So likely the assets will sit there initially, but eventually when the video's created, those assets will master the location of the assets will be in GitHub. Okay, I'm going to stop it there for talking about folder structure and media sorting and saving. Let's save that topic backlog. Stop the screen recording. So there you go. That's the backlog spreadsheet and the scoring system I use to decide which videos to make and in which order. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, add a comment down below if you want to. All that's left for me to say now is thank you for watching, take care, have fun, and hopefully I'll see you in the next one.